In this video, we will learn about electrostatic charge. To begin with, first consider an experiment in which you pass a comb through your dry hairs and take it near small bits of paper. Now what you will notice is that this comb will attract these small bits of paper, and this happens because the comb becomes electrically charged, or you can say that it becomes electrified. There are many solid materials which on rubbing attracts light objects like light feather, bits of paper, straws, etc. Now this experiment makes us realize the presence of charge on the comb. But the question is, what is charge? Now electric charge is nothing but a fundamental property like mass or length associated with elementary particles like protons and electrons. So we can say that electric charge is the property responsible for electric forces which act between atomic nucleus and electrons to bind them together in an atom. Now, electric charges are of two types. That is negative charge and positive charge. Now, electrons are negatively charged particles, and the protons, of which the nucleus is made up of, are positively charged particles. Actually, nucleus is made up of both protons and neutrons, out of which neutrons are uncharged particles. Neutrons are uncharged particles. Now, electrostatic force between two electrons is same as the electrostatic force between two protons kept at same distance apart. That is, both set repel each other. But the electrostatic force between electrons and protons placed at same distance apart is not repulsive but attractive in nature. From this statement, we can draw a conclusion that like charges repel each other. That is, if we keep two electrons or a pair of protons near each other, they both will repel each other. And second conclusion is that unlike charges attract each other. That is, if we keep an electron near a proton, then they both attract each other. Now, I would like to mention the fact that assignment of negative charge on electrons and positive charge on protons is purely conventional, and it does not mean that charge on electron is less than the charge on proton. Now, SI unit of charge is coulombs, written as capital C. Now, 1 coulomb is the amount of charge flowing in the wire in 1 second if electric current in the wire is 1 ampere. Now, charge on an electron is equal to E is equals to minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulombs, and charge on proton is positive of this value. We will now discuss some basic properties of electric charge, and the first one is additivity of charges. Now, electric charges adds up like real numbers, that is, they are scalar quantities. Now, if there are n number of charges in any system, say Q1, Q2, Q3, Qn, then total charge of this system would be Q total is equals to Q1, Q2 plus Q3 up to Qn. Now, while adding charges, it is necessary that you use proper sign conventions while adding these charges. For example, consider a system consists of 3 charges, say Q1 equals to plus 1 coulombs, Q2 is equals to minus 2 coulomb, and Q3 is equals to plus 4 coulombs. Now, then total charge on this system would be equal to Q is equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3, that is plus 1 coulomb plus minus 2 coulombs plus, and this one is plus 4 coulombs, and the total of this charge is plus 3 coulombs. And now second property of charge is conservation of charge. It says that charge on an isolated system is always conserved. That is, charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. To explain this, let us consider an experiment in which we rub a glass rod with a silk cloth. Now, a positive charge appears on the glass rod and a negative charge of equal magnitude appears on the silk cloth. So, we say that glass rod becomes positively charged, and silk cloth becomes negatively charged. So here in this experiment, rubbing does not create charge, but it merely transfers charge from one object to another, disturbing slightly the electrical neutrality of both rod and silk cloth. In other words, we can say that actually no new charge is created, but simply charge is transferred. The net charge before and after rubbing is same. So the conservation rule is satisfied, and we can say that charge is a conserved quantity without any exception, provided the system is isolated. Once again, I repeat that charge always remains in conserved quantity provided the system is isolated. Now, third property of charge is quantization of charge. This means that all free charges are integral multiple of a unit of charge, that is E, where E is equal to the amount of charge on an electron. That is E is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulombs. So charge on any body can be denoted by Q is equals to NE, where N is any positive or negative integer.